8 things you guys need to know before starting ketosis. The number one most important factor is to minimize your carb intake. This is very important. In order to hit ketosis, your cells are going to use glucose as their fuel source. Now, the key is to get your cells to use other fuel sources like ketones, which are going to be produced during ketosis. This is very important. So, when your carb intake is low, insulin isn't produced as much, which allows fatty acids to be released from your body fat. So research your carb intake. Depending on your body size and your body weight, you're going to need to know what your daily carb limit intake is going to be. A very common limit is 20 grams, and depending on your weight and size, it can go up to 40 or even 50 grams of carbs every single day. So that is going to be tip number 1. Moving on to tip number 2. Coconut oil is key. Yes, coconut contains fats called medium chain triglycerides, which can be absorbed and immediately used for energy or converted into ketones. Once again, that's going to help your body transition into that ketosis phase that you're going to want to be after starting your keto diet. So if you want to, a quick reaction, if you want to burst right into ketosis, coconut oil is key. And it also contains fats with higher percentages of lauric acid, which allows your body to have a sustained level of ketosis. So not only if you want to burst into it, but if you want to keep that level, coconut oil is definitely going to be right for you. So just slowly add it into your diet to minimize the side effects. You don't want to take too much, and it's very easy to get. You can really find it at any grocery store. It's going to be tough. It's going to take a lot of energy for your body to transition into ketosis. So you definitely want to prepare. Know your daily intakes. Know each meal that you're going to eat for the rest of the week. You definitely want to prepare for ketosis. Normally, your body would replace the energy that it stores from carbs, but you won't be eating as much carbs on keto. So this is how you get your body to start producing ketones, which is an alternate fuel source for your muscles. So that is going to be your transition into ketosis. So when starting ketosis, you're gonna have a temporary performance reduction during the first few weeks. So to prepare after that time period, your body will have to adapt using ketones and start using those fatty acids as fuel. So increase your healthy fat intake. This is key. Now you should do this before and during ketosis. This is going to help keep your ketone levels up. So be sure to choose high quality sources. Like my favorite phrase, know what's on the back of that package, like performance nut butter. Everything you know on the back, you know exactly where it's coming from, or similar choices at least. So that means no processed or artificial chemicals. And a great way to get these fats is in olive oil, like I mentioned in a previous video, coconut oil, which we mentioned as well, and butter, which are all very low in carbs. Another tip you want to know before going into ketosis is attempt to fast before going into ketosis. So not eating can induct a quick transition into it, and many people go into ketosis between breakfast and dinner. So that's definitely another tip. If you want to fast, it may or may not be for you depending on what you want to do, how fast you want to go into it. Some people try it as a quicker method to definitely get into it. So that's going to be another tip. You want to keep your protein intake at steady levels. A lot of studies have shown it is actually beneficial for limiting potential cancer and prevents tumor growth. And you want to be careful on cutting back too many proteins to increase your ketone production, because your liver has to have enough amino acids to make glucose or energy, or without it, you won't function. So you definitely want to avoid that step as well. You need to keep your protein intake high to maintain that muscle mass, because you will be losing a lot of weight. You don't want your muscles to go with it. That's a very common mistake a lot of people make, is they're not keeping that protein as they're losing weight. Their whole energy levels in a lot of their muscles are losing along with it. An easy calculation to find out how much proteins you need would be to multiply your body weight in pounds by 0.55 to 0.77. So let's do an example. If you weigh 150 pounds, you would need 85 to 115 grams of protein a day. Now, you want to do this on ketosis, so definitely try and keep those levels to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Test your ketone levels before and during ketosis. Testing it in the acetone levels found in your breath is one of the most common, and it's a very reliable way of testing those ketone levels. Now, it can be expensive, so if you don't want to do that, no problem. Just track your macros, make sure you know what you're doing, all that good stuff, and just following a normal diet, watching your macros, you should be okay. And like I said in a previous video, you don't want to stress too much, just plan it all out and you should be fine. So that is going to be the 8th and last tip before starting ketosis. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.